Okay, are you guys ready for a tricky one? We're talking about a student that has marbles. First of all, this student has a bowl and he wants to put marbles inside and then fill with water. So we're trying to make a bowl here, a bowl of water, or like a container, not a circle, a container. Now, we want to put some marbles first. Put marbles, 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 fill it up with marbles. They're all the same size. And once you fill it up with marbles, notice that when you put marbles, there's always going to be a space in between. Once you put marbles, then they're going to put the water. They want to put water in there. Put water until it fills the bowl, okay? So that's the water right there. Now, we're talking about the formula they gave you already. They telling you the W stands for it stands for the volume of water inside the bowl. So you know this W, guys, it's the water, how much water you can fit in the bowl. Now, what does the N represent? In this case, it says the number of marbles. They told you this is the number of marbles used, correct? And well, let's identify each little thing here, guys. If we have this 32, what do you think the 32 stands for? First of all, remember it's the big number, and we're subtracting this 0.05. So if you have a bowl, if a bowl doesn't have an infinite amount of space, so wouldn't you say the 32 it's the capacity of this bowl? Maybe that's all there is. And when you subtract the number of marbles, well, if n equals 1, how many marbles do you use? 1 marble. If you put a 2 for the n, that's 2 marbles. N equals 3 marbles, etc., etc. Well, what do you think the 0.05 represents? Yeah, you guessed it. And in this case, it represents the volume of each marble. That's why the decimal is so small, because one little marble, each little marble contains, let me make this a smaller writing, it's going to be 0.05. This one's 0.05. That's the volume it takes up in the bowl. You see? Well, would it make sense if this is water, guys? When you subtract the space the marbles take over, wouldn't there be less water for the bowl to contain? Yeah, because they both make up space. Well, what happens when you put a 0 here? Remember what letter was there before? Look at that. That's the number of marbles. So if you put 0 marbles, would it make sense that 0.05 times 0 canceled? So there's 32 liters left in the bowl, which is why the water would take up all that space. So if you filled all of it with water, that will be 32 liters the water can take, because there's no marbles. So the bowl's volume, the total volume of the bowl is actually 32 liters. And the volume of each marble, you said it right here, the volume of each marble is 0.05 liters. These kind of questions are confusing, but what you need to understand is, big keynote here, guys, find what the variables represent. If you're able to find that, guys, you're going to have a good chance at solving these kinds of problems. And that's how you do it.